Sorry, the sound is gone, Deirdre.
Oh,
Do you want to introduce the evening?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Everybody's in anyway.
Yeah.
So, welcome to our fourth Wednesday of theatre on Zoom. We have, I think it's 4 monologues, or maybe it's 5, from The Weir by Conor McPherson. The full version of The Weir was originally directed by Carmel Cullen, and I'll hand you over to Carmel in a moment just to talk about it. Carmel, would you like to say a few words about the play?
Yeah, stormy, rainy, windy, howling wind night. There's a storm blowing outside, and it sort of creates the atmosphere. So all of a sudden, you're in this sort of haunted feeling. So we are going to start. We're in the pub. We'll see. We'll have the monologues in the pub, and it's where 3 locals arrive at the bar about a haunting. So that's all I'm going to say. So you're all very welcome to the Weir. So if you like, join them for a drink and soak up the ghostly atmosphere. We start with Jack.
It's only short now, this old story. You see, Maura and Nana would come in here of a night. How old was she when she died, Jim?
Oh, Jay, she must have been nearly 90.
Yeah, but she was a grand woman, you know. She was very sprightly kind of a woman till the end, and you know, she was on the ball like.
There was a house out near where we were, the other side of the knock there. It would have been the nearest place to us, Valerie, about a quarter of a mile down the road. The old lad Finnerty lived on his own down there, and his family got him into a nursing home out by them, down by Westport, you know. And the family who moved in were the Walshes. Now, your man was a sergeant in the guard station below there in Carrick, you know. And I mean, he was only 50 odd years of age, and he was still only a sergeant, you know. So I mean, he was no Sherlock Holmes, you know. I mean, he wasn't Walsh of the Yard or anything like that, you know.
I remember, it must have been 20 or more years ago, doing a job as a vet, talking about what you were saying earlier. The priest over in Glen was looking for a couple of lads to do a bit of work, and he was down in Carrick in the Arm. He'd come over from Glen, you know, which was an odd thing anyway. Like, what was he doing coming all the ways over just to get a couple of young fellas? But Declan Donnelly got put on to him. There was a few quid, and he called up to me, and we were to go over to the church in Glen the following day. And I remember I was dying with the flu and had a terrible high temperature. I saw this fella come out of the church, and he walked straight over to me. He was in his suit, so I reckoned he was paying his respects or whatever. And over he comes through the gravestones, looking around him a bit as if he didn't know the place. And he stood beside me under the tree, looking at the grave. I didn't know what to say, like, you know. And then he goes, "Is this for so-and-so?" I forget the name, and I go, "That's right, yeah." And he says, "That's the wrong grave." And I'm like, "No, this is where the priest said, like." And he looks at me, breathing hard through his nose, like he was holding his temper. And he goes, "Come on, I'll show you. It's over here."
And the kids were going to they were going to swim in length of the pool. And I promised I was going to watch her, but I was late out of work, and I was only going to get to see her afterwards. But when I got there was an ambulance, and I thought, look, the pool is in the Central Remedial Clinic. So I thought it was just somebody being dropped there. I didn't really pay any attention. But when I got in, I saw that there was no one in the pool, and that one of the teachers was there with a group of kids, and she was crying, and some of the children were crying. And this woman, one of the mums, came up to me, and she said that there'd been an accident
Yeah. No, darling, no, I never married. I do be telling this fella to be on the lookout. Young fella like him and not to end up like me. Nah, sure, who would want to be interested? Who would be interested in me? A cantankerous old fucker like me.
I would like to say well done to you all, Cass, Mark, Shirley and Colin. Well done.
Thanks,
And if anyone, all you out there want to ask questions or discuss whatever, go for it.
It was a great paranormal experience. Well done, guys. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.